Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? The only thing that sucks about the pre-show is that we don't record the pre-show. I really there's some stuff that happens.
I mean, that was a pretty good, like, quick catch up
Hmm.
before we got to, get it going.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about African American genitalia. I'm just gonna throw it out. What the
You were
context?
talking about.
I wasn't gonna give him context.
Just saying.
Thanks, Judy. Thanks. Welcome to a conversation with Judy and Ryan right here, youtube.com/take a breath. All the social media places at TABPOD. We are back after 2 weeks.
Yes, it's been a long. It feels like a long time since we've recorded an
Yeah.
episode.
Well, we planned to take 1 week off because of your vacation. Because
Yes.
you're a very fancy woman and you have to live the life of a cosmopolitan, right? So,
Yes.
of a fashionista. So you went on vacation, and then last week, my kid, his baseball team got good. So they were in the playoffs and they just kept winning.
Winning, right?
Yeah. And so I was like, yeah, we can move it, but I don't they're playing. I don't know what to do. He goes, it's fine. We'll do it next week. It's fine.
Yeah. Well, no, so initially it was my fault that we had to move. Wait, was it last week?
2 weeks ago was your fault.
Okay. Damn,
Last week was
what
my
week
fault.
is it now? Okay.
This is 3 weeks later. That's what I'm saying,
Oh my
man.
God.
See, I like how you're like, hold on, let me explain this. Wait, I'm confused.
I'm like, wait. Oh, and then I'm thinking, like, I'm looking at the calendar on the refrigerator. I was like, wow, next week is already June. So, I mean, look, I don't know where the time is going here.
Oh, I cannot believe next week is June already.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. Anyways.
So, I want to catch up with you real quick. We'll find out about, what we'll do is we'll find out about your vacation on the next side, right?
Yes,
right.
That works.
So stick around if you want to know what Judy was doing and if there was black genitalia involved. Okay.
Tune in to the second half of this episode.
I don't know.
I'm like, why was that blank stare there? You're like, was there black genitalia involved?
I don't know how you and your hubby get down on vacation. Okay, maybe it's a no rules kind of thing. I don't know. Is it free use or open relationship? I don't know. Maybe we're in international waters or something, so the rules don't apply anymore. I don't know. I don't judge. I'm just saying.
Fair,
I do ponder though. That's what that is. That's me pondering.
Okay.
Oh man. Okay, the first thing
I missed this though. Yeah.
I was so bummed last week. I was like, and don't get me wrong, I'm happy because they did his baseball team did really well. I want to talk about it. They got third place in the league. So as far as anything, I didn't think that could happen. But yeah, no, I was like at the game and I'm like, I didn't sign up for this. Okay, I signed up for 1 day a week. Watch my kid throw a ball, maybe get a hit. Now I gotta be here to do my podcast. My very important podcast. I was honest, I was moping until the game started, and then it was so good.
Yeah. As you should.
Yeah.
As you should be pumped.
Oh. But the first thing I want to talk about real quick, I want to get this out of the way. Okay. What is up with your, and I'm going to say your because you live in Texas. I know they're not your team, not by any shape of the word, right?
Yes.
What is up with your bum ass hockey team trying to take out our
captain?
And then they had to pull the entire game the last 22 seconds
in the second period
because your bum ass fans were throwing beer bottles on the ice.
God, I'm over here like we're watching it in TV, and I'm like, that shit's expensive. Who wants to waste that? What is wrong with these fans?
Like I'm watching that too, and I was just like, oh, that would never happen in Vegas. Not because we're so much above that, but because they don't give us glass bottles.
No, they pour it out in like the cups, so you have to carry your open cup. Like,
or they have the aluminum bottle.
Yeah,
they'll give you aluminum Bud Light.
Oh, would they? I don't know.
Oh no, it's the can. I think they have cans. I know there's something aluminum. Yeah. Either way, there's no glass bottles. Is our point? No. Why are the glass bottles in Dallas? Whose great idea was that?
I have no idea. But then I also saw that on their way back to start, I guess to finish off the second period, to start the third period, they dumped like all of their popcorn on our goalie, and I think it was Stone or whoever. I go, that's like a $20 bucket of popcorn.
Oh God. I was I was so happy that it was going to be because of the connection with you, obviously, but that it was going to be the Dallas Stars versus the Golden Knights.
Yes.
And oh my God, the only thing I'm happy about now is that it looks like it could be a sweep, man, because you guys.
Woo. God, the way they played last night, I honestly thought that, the first two games, like, wow, they both went into OT. Like, it's a really good match. And then just somehow last night, like, they just fell apart. and so quickly. That's the thing. Like, I know Margie scored, like, within a minute and a half of the beginning of the first period, but they, like, lost composure in the first 5 minutes of this game. And I have never seen another Dallas team, aside from like the Cowboys, who embarrass themselves, periodically throughout the seasons, right? But man, that was just so hard to watch the Stars like go down like that. Like, I really thought they were gonna put up more of a fight.
Well, and they had in the first two games.
Right.
In the first two games, they were very competitive. They were awesome to watch. Both of them went to overtime. Mm-hmm. And that game, honestly, I mean, you have the captain doing, and don't get me wrong, I'm not a huge hockey guy. Like, I love the Golden Knights, right? I've only started watching hockey since they came into existence. Right. That's 5 years, right? So I don't, to me, hearing that someone is a captain coming from like football or basketball or whatever, it's like, oh, okay, cool. Like, it's just like a little notch in their belt, but it's a big deal for hockey, right?
Yeah, right.
So for your captain to attack my captain, oh, captain, my captain.
Oh yeah.
Hey, where's my theater buffs? Anyway, like, and then like it's one thing to take him down. That was like
the hit was
The hit was like it was a 2 minute suspendable thing, but it's like, okay, we get it. You're pissed, right? But cross check him in the head.
Yeah, that was just excessive. Like, what? And did you hear? I don't know if you heard his press conference this morning, Ben's press conference, because he just left. So I don't know if you know. So last night he just like took a shower after the game and like just left. He didn't even talk to any of the media. He just left to go home.
I mean, that's not a surprise, but
but so he decided to talk to the media today. I didn't watch it or I didn't listen to it, but all the hockey people were posting it on Twitter. He didn't even apologize, first of all. And not. He said that he was falling and he had to put his stick somewhere. Like, that makes absolute no sense.
That's like, honestly, that's like what a guy says to his wife when he gets caught cheating. He's like, I was falling and my pants unzipped on the way down.
I fell into her mouth.
And I had just woken up, so I had that morning wood, and it accidentally, it happened.
God.
Oh man.
Anyways,
also, here's the other thing though that no one is talking about is that, and I get that they were frustrated because of everything,
right?
But it is a team of. And you see it from the captain down, right? We saw what the captain did, but it is a team of, and I don't like to say this word, but it's the only thing coming to mind, delinquents, right? And
Yeah.
I say that as to what happened leading into the cancellation of the rest of the second period, where the fight happened, right?
Right.
And if you were watching, you could see that on a bunch of different guys for Vegas. And I'm not going to sit here and say that we were perfect and that we were angels. I get that things are happening.
Yeah.
But on a couple different guys, you could see the refs pulling everyone apart and then just a Dallas fist coming into someone's face. It's like, all right, we're breaking up. Like White Cloud took his shot.
Oh, he did.
And I swear he looked at the dude like, okay, I'm going to see you after the game. No, this is not hockey anymore. I'm going to see you after.
Yeah, it was.
And that look, I've never really was happy with him as our coach, but the way that people reuse coaches, I don't want to say it's completely him, but if this was any other sport, I would say that the coach has no control. And DeBoer needs to go. But I don't,
Oh, he'll end up with a different NHL team because they just exactly as you said, they just reuse coaches.
It's amazing. It really is. Like people think that basketball coaches get re-upped a lot. Nah, check out hockey sometimes. Oh my God,
hockey.
All right. So the only other thing I want to say about hockey specifically is I was real happy with the fact that the Panthers and the Hurricanes series looked real competitive because the game 1 went to 4 overtimes.
Yes.
So I'm like, this is gonna be awesome. They're gonna wear each other out, and then come on to VGK Daddy's house, right? But now the Panthers just like, yeah, you thought. Because they're just like, oh, we will. They're like Drago in Rocky IV. We will dominate you. We will win. You will lose.
I don't know if they're winning right now or what the score is, or if the game is already over. But I know the Panthers were up. At least the last time I checked.
Why would they have to be? All right, Judy, do the thing where you fill in for me while I'm looking stuff up. So Phil, talk.
Yeah, no. So I really wanted to go to the VGK Stars game tomorrow because the tickets initially last week when they went on sale was like $200 face value for nosebleeds. And since the Stars lost last night, the nosebleeds are now like $70.
Yeah, we almost went to the hockey game the other day.
I really want to go, but
the issue for us was it's 2-3 with beginning of the third, basically.
Okay.
Panthers are up by 1.
Okay. All right. Hopefully.
Come on, Hurricanes.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'm not saying that they're I don't want them to win a lot, but if they can get like 1, maybe 2 games, extend this thing out.
Yeah, at least extend it.
Let's get some rest for our boys.
Don't need another sweep, just like how the Lakers got swept.
Oh, don't talk about my boy. Okay, fine.
I really wanted to go there because one. Yes.
Let's just did it. It's time for Judy's Clueless NBA picks.
Yeah, because the last time we talked, I told you earlier, I was listening to our last episode and you were like, who's going to win against the Golden State or the Lakers? And I was like, damn, like the Lakers got swept in the next round already since the last time we talked.
I was so happy when LeBron King Jams, as he is known in this house, took out Bae Thompson.
He did.
All right.
He did in 6, right?
In six. And then I was so excited to get to talk about that with you.
Yeah.
And then just swept before we
got to talk.
Right. And now the only other thing I can talk about is the fact that finally the curse on the Philadelphias has been completed.
Has caught up with them. Thank God.
The only team that you've picked so far that has done good is the one that you picked accidentally, which is Miami.
I know.
You didn't even want to pick them at first. He was like, well, I want to, but I can't. So, and they're just cruising. They have, as of the recording, a 3-1 lead in their series.
Yeah, Boston just won last night.
Oh, God.
But still, I was just laughing. I go, wow. It doesn't feel like it's been that long, but now that I think about it, it's already 2.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
2 rounds after.
It's easy to miss a round when it only takes 4 fucking games. It's
Now, do you think the Nuggets playing either Boston or Miami, do you think they would win the championship, or you think somebody in the East would?
Honestly, I watched a lot of the Western Conference Finals, and I say that only because I hadn't watched much of Denver, like most people, through the year, right? As a Lakers fan,
right?
But god damn, that team looks really good. Like Jamal Murray couldn't be stopped, no matter who we put on him. He was just like, oh, okay, 30 points, right? Joker was putting up numbers against Anthony Davis, who was still doing monstrous things defensively, right? He wasn't huge on the offensive side. He did have that 40-point game, but a lot of people were saying it was a very quiet 40 points, if that's possible, right? But no, and Joker, even with Anthony Davis doing all of these things defensively, still was averaging like a 25-point triple-double or something like that, right?
Right, yeah.
So it's really hard for me. I can make an argument as to why the Heat might be able to win.
Okay.
I can't make that argument with the Celtics.
Yeah.
And I know part of it is the Celtics are down 3-0 and this and that or whatever, but like just from the way that they're built, I know that Al Horford with the Boston Celtics and Time Lord would be able to possibly slow Jokic down, but I don't really see it, you know? And then, you have your 2 wings in Boston that could potentially lock down Jamal Murray, but I haven't seen that yet in these playoffs. And last but not least, you then also have a guy like Aaron Gordon, who can be a tough guy in the middle, and Michael Porter Jr. Like, it just seems like there's too much good. It's like AM, PM. Too much good stuff.
Is that their catchphrase?
AM PM? I mean, it used to be. If they still have that stupid snack monster thing. I want coffee. Too much good stuff. But honestly, the only reason I would say Miami is, one, Jimmy Butler turns into a different player in the playoffs, right? I'm not saying anything new there. That's been what everyone has been saying this entire the last 3 playoff years, right?
Right.
But also that I would say that they would have the coaching advantage in Eric Spoelstra. It's not a huge advantage because Mike Malone is, he's qualified. He can do it. He's been doing it for a while. He's one of the better coaches in the league. But I would say that Eric Spoelstra is like one of the top 3 coaches in the league.
Right. So, I agree.
If that has any effect on the game at all, and I do think that basketball is where coaches matter the least. But if that has any effect at all, it's those things as to why I would give Miami. But honestly, I think it is Denver's to lose this year. I think this is honestly, I know he didn't win the MVP, but this is the year of Nikola Jokic. Right? I think the only reason he didn't win the MVP is because he had already won it the previous 2 years.
Right.
And there's a lot of purists, and I honestly don't disagree, but there's a lot of purists out there that say you cannot win 3 straight MVPs without making it to a finals, right? So they didn't let him win this year. They gave it to Joel Embiid. Joel was very deserving of it, right?
Yeah, of course.
Not in the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just hand it to him, like right.
But I think that if you took it in a vacuum and you got rid of those last 2 years, right? I honestly think that with what Nikola Jokic did this year, or Nikola, I'm sorry. It's got to be like a Coca-Cola, Nikola. I think that he would have had, or he is going to have one of those years that LeBron had with the Heat, where he won the MVP, the Finals MVP, and then also the championship. I think LeBron also had a year where it was called like the golden something, where he also won a gold medal, right?
Oh, yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. I think Jokic is just having one of those very special years, and it is going to take a miracle for any team coming out of the East that's left to beat them.
Right.
So
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Well, we're rooting for Miami over here. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay. So real quick though.
Yeah.
I want to get the pick in now in case by the time that we film again. I know that they have a schedule of like June 6th or something to start, just in case.
Okay. Just in case, right?
If Denver takes on Boston, who do you got?
If Denver takes on Boston, I would go Denver.
Denver, okay. If
Yep.
Denver takes on Miami, who you got?
We taking Miami because I am all behind Himmy Butler, okay?
Himmy Butler.
That's what they're calling him on the Twitterverse.
Himmy Butler, yeah. No,
Himmy Butler.
and Old Man Love. Your boy.
Old Man Love.
Old Man
Kevin that I didn't
Love.
Even know as soon as you mentioned. I was like, well, Miami winning.
That's it. Next year, who's the most surprising player? We're going with that team. Oh, man. All right, real quick, while we're on the topic of sports, I want to just talk about something.
Okay.
Can we all agree that archery is bullshit? Can we? And hold on.
What do you mean, though?
I'm getting there. Because I'm not saying that accuracy and precision cannot be a sport. What I am saying, though, is if I do something and you beat me by doing the same exact thing, no matter how astoundingly good that is, I don't really feel like you won because all you did was copy me.
Right. Okay. Is that how they
look?
I've never watched archery.
As an archery aficionado, I've watched the animated Robin Hood at least 5 times.
Okay, fair.
And that's how Robin Hood wins. Look, honestly, I'm sure that I hope anyway that is not the actual rule. But every single time we see anything in media related to archery, it's because I was watching Brave the other day for family movie night.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And so what happens? She just is like, she's going down. Bam. Bam. And then how does she win? By splitting homie's arrow down the middle. But she wasn't any more accurate than he was.
Yeah.
And I here's the thing. I can argue that she's more accurate if, let's say, he wasn't right in the middle of the target.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say he's off in the blue section because it goes yellow and then it's blue and then it's red. No, it's not. It's red because that's the fucking middle of the target, Ryan. All targets are red in the middle. Anyway, so it's red and then it's another color and then it's another color because I'm not doing colors anymore. Anyway, if he hit it in a tertiary color and she was like, watch this, bam, and knocks it home. Right. That's different.
Yeah.
But you did what I did.
You hit the red just like I hit the red.
The only other sport where that happens is horse.
You're very passionate about this, like down with archery thing.
Yeah, because look, Ashley's been real into the sports lately, right?
Yeah.
And we always teach our kids to do their best and compete at your hardest.
Right.
But if all I have to do is just as good as this person, it's not real sport. It's bullshit. Okay. Archery is bullshit. You heard it here first.
There you go. And so
probably only because who the fuck else cares about archery? Yeah,
this is the first time I ever heard about anyone bringing up archery in literally anything I've ever watched. Like, we watch a lot of ESPN, Sports Center. I don't think they really ever even mentioned archery.
They have fucking trampoline ball where you slam it down onto the trampoline and hit it back and forth. They don't have archery.
So,
you can barely even see archery during the Olympics.
It's like, if it's not a little category on top of ESPN where it's like the major ones, NBA, NFL, NHL, even MLS soccer is there. If archery is not there, they're probably not even in the subcontext, like subcategories on ESPN. So this is the one time people will ever hear about archery anywhere.
This is the issue with sports media, Judy. The truth is not getting out there. We need to unshield the eyes of the sheep in the archery world, okay? Down with Big Bo!
Oh my god.
Honestly, I've had archery bullshit on my list of things to talk about for like, I would say 3 weeks, but we just took 2 weeks off. So it's like 5 weeks. 5 weeks, and I'm just like, I'm gonna get this in.
You're like, archery is gonna come up in this topic. I'm gonna make it happen.
It's like, because like I said, I was watching Brave, and she did that, and it just did one of those things where I'm like, because I saw it, like I said, in Robin Hood, and I've seen it in other movies. Anytime archery is in a movie, that's how the hero wins, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm just like, if this is anything at all true, fuck that. Imagine being a basketball player and you hit a 3-pointer and they hit a 3-pointer. And you're like, all right, they win.
Exactly.
King James would not allow that. Okay.
Oh man, that was good.
Oh,
that was good. I'm glad you can cross it off your list now.
Thank you.
You can cross it off. Never have to talk about it.
We never have to talk about archery again. Thank you. The other thing, okay. Do you ever do stuff like, you ever get like playful with your husband? Like, like you send him a flirty text or you say something in the store, right?
Yeah.
So do you ever take it a little farther than that?
I try to push it as much as I can.
Right?
Yeah.
Me too.
It's fun.
Friends, right? So the other day I was at the grocery store with Alex, right?
Okay.
And we were in the store and I was like, damn, girl, you looking good. Like, I could have a piece of you right now. And she was like, go for it. And I was like, oh, you fucked up. And I like started to undo my belt right there. And she's like, no. You're going to get us kicked out of Albertsons. I shop here. People know me.
People know me here.
It was the best because she was like super flirty with it too. Like, all right, yeah, let's go. No.
You didn't even try to just go to like the bathroom. Like, you're like, no, right here in this aisle with the candy.
I said to her, I would take, like, when I initially said it, maybe I messed that up in retelling of this story, but I was like, I'll right here. Like, I could fillet you right here in this aisle right now. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have Gungnir go to work. Okay. And then she was like, no. I was like, And then, but we were also by like the back, right?
Okay, yeah.
And I was like, well, we could just step back there. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, someone will see us. I was like, you was acting real brave until I called you out. Okay. Uh-huh.
Okay, but then what if like she did it and then you guys are like on the news?
What am I gonna be on the news for?
Local couple gets caught having intercourse by the dairy section.
Yeah, she was getting some dairy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Oh man.
But I'm saying, like, okay, fine. I get. Look, I understand. I can go to jail for indecent exposure, but honestly, I'm a grown man. Like, I'm not saying kids do whatever you want when you're grown up, right? But what I am saying is, if I, as a grown man, Beyonce to a spot in a place that is supposed to be secluded, right? Because look, I maybe would have dropped my jeans, but I never would have gotten full. Like, I wouldn't have pulled my dick out in the ice cream aisle. Okay, like first off, I'm not dealing with any kind of shrinkage happening from the freezers. Okay, but like, I'm not stupid, but
right, yeah,
I am adventurous, so I would do some shit in the back. So what I'm saying is, if I was doing something in which I was trying to be secretive about it, but someone might come around. I don't know.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm fine taking that risk and any consequences that come with that.
Yeah.
Right? Now, on the other hand, if there are any other kinds of consequences that I don't know about, like if having sex in a grocery store puts me on a fucking list,
yeah.
No, I've made a mistake and I apologize.
Yeah, like, I take it back real quick.
Yeah. Like I know she looks young, but she's 27, I promise.
Oh my God.
What?
No, I get it. No, yeah.
I already told you about how somebody thought she was my daughter. Oh,
I know.
That'd be real bad.
Yeah.
Sir, get away from your daughter in the back of the Albertsons. Oh,
that's a double whammy.
All right, she's my stepdaughter. We're filming.
Oh my God. Okay, hold on. Just because you mentioned that, I swear, like, there's periodically times on my Twitter that I would just be scrolling mindlessly before I go to sleep. And someone would like retweet a video of some girl like either playing with herself, like full on at the grocery store with like the vegetables. I go, bitches, why?
Cause
like
OnlyFans pays so much. And here's
the
thing. I bet you that they're not just doing, if they're smart, they're not just doing it while they're in the store, like, and videotaping it. They're live and they're getting live donations. Like, I'll do a carrot for $5, but a fucking cucumber for 50, baby. Let's go. All right. So we have to take a break from all the frivolity.
Yeah.
But this is a conversation with Ryan and Judy. We're going to button it up. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come right back. And we're going to talk about what Judy did with a black dick on her vacation. Right here on a conversation
oh my God.
with Judy and Ryan. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Woo. All right. Welcome back to a conversation with Judy and Ryan right here. YouTube.com/. Take a breath. First thing I want to get this out of the way. Okay. Pains me to have to say this.
Okay.
But there were no black dicks used on any of Judy's recent vacations. Ever since she was married, no, a black dick has not been used in the form of a vacation. Okay. I just want to get that. I could tell that you were a bit offended by the way I just threw that out there. And I get it. You're a married woman. I'm not trying to, fuck things up. I'm not saying that he would even think that because he knows I'm a clown. I also get that. I just, I want to do that.
Okay. So. Thank you for clearing that up. Yep. Appreciate it.
So how many Asian dicks were there?
Oh my God.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. But no, seriously, we took the 2 weeks off. The first week was because of your vacation, and you were telling me a little bit about it before we started, but I want to hear about it now. What happened? Where'd you go? What'd you do?
Okay, so we went on a cruise, and this was my first ever cruise that I've been on. So I didn't really know what to expect from it. But it was a 7-night cruise out of Galveston, Texas, and it went to Honduras and Mexico. 3 different ports, which were all very beautiful.
Okay.
But like I said, I've never been on a boat like this. I've, didn't really know what to expect. Like, was I going to get seasick? How any of this worked. But, we get there and it's all smooth sailing. Like, the check-in process is pretty cool. They have like Facebook groups for your specific cruise. Yes. So you type in like, I know.
Sounds like you were on the old people cruise. I'm not going to.
It's probably honestly okay. So we took Royal Caribbean.
The cruise I would go on would be like you'd have Twitter Spaces.
Twitter Spaces.
Yeah.
Oh my God. No, it's not like that. But so we took Royal Caribbean, which apparently, if you're ever interested in doing a cruise, Carnival is the party cruise. That's all I've been told is Carnival
so
party cruise.
I'm glad that you said that, because I actually have taken a Royal Caribbean cruise, and that's how I would describe them, as like the older, more mature cruise line compared to Carnival that is like, oh, we're partying. So it's very appropriate that you said that they had Facebook groups.
Yes, there was Facebook groups, and honestly, I joined it as soon as I found out that I could do it. I was like, all right, cool. Let's see what these people have to say. And you know what? They were all very informative. I will just say, for me being a first, they're like, yeah, you like, I had so many questions like, how much like luggage can I bring? Like, is it like similar, because I'm just used to flying.
Oh, wait. So this is a group that you joined before getting onto the boat.
Yes. So it's like the same people that are joining your cruise.
That's why I was like, that's so fucking stupid.
No,
because I thought it was like we're joining it once we like you got to your room.
Once you get there.
Like, on a pamphlet, it said facebook.com/Royal Caribbean.
No, it's like you join it like you if you want to meet people who are also going to be on the same time, whatever.
No, that makes way more sense.
You're like, Judy, why the hell are you joining Facebook groups right now?
No, I just like the fact that that's what they like. Okay, if that's what they want to promote. Like,
no.
Okay, so you did it so you could learn all the things.
And so you get a lot of tips from like very seasoned cruisers. And I didn't realize, but these people, like, you meet them on the ship and stuff, and you talk to them and they're like, yeah, this is like our 20th cruise with Royal Caribbean. Like, damn, y'all been on this many cruises? Like, you really enjoy it like that? Like, they take it very seriously.
It's like being a cruiser is a lifestyle.
I didn't know.
Because it's especially like there are people I've known in Vegas that were like, oh, what are you doing? Well, I got a cruise this weekend. We're driving to LA.
Mm-hmm.
We're jumping on the boat to go to Hawaii, or no, just to do like a weekend thing even. And then we'll be back Sunday night and I'll drive home.
Yeah. Right. You're like, huh?
Yeah. Like, okay.
I did not know it was a lifestyle for people. But
what was the biggest surprise to you about the cruise?
How good their specialty restaurants are.
Bro, right? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, we were so happy we splurged on that dining package because I'm like, damn, this food is like top notch.
And here's the thing, the regular food is good also, like the dinner food. The stuff you get during the day is like normal cafeteria type shit, right?
Right, yeah.
But the dinner food is still really good, but no, they take it to a legit upscaled level for the in-house restaurants or whatever.
Yes, they do. They really do. That shit was phenomenal.
So that one definitely surprised me. For me though, the thing that was the biggest surprise, as someone who had never done a cruise before, was the day one stuff, where like they do all the emergency stuff and they line you up, and it's basically like a fire drill that you did in high school, right?
Oh, so it's different now. After pre-pandemic, I can tell you about it after you tell me how your experience was.
Well, that was exactly like, it was like, if you get into a situation, you're going to line up here and blah, blah, blah. There were other times where like it started off where I want to say you went to your room and then you did like an emergency in the room thing, right? And then from there, they would take it and then you would line up where you'd be doing the emergency exits or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But just going through all of that, and then they go through your luggage, like they'll find it. If you're hiding it, they'll find it. They took an iron from me because they thought it was I don't know, it was like it exceeded the weight limit or something, and they're like, gotta chuck it. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, they have prohibited items that you can't bring on.
Yeah.
But
so what's it like post-pandemic?
Okay, so we didn't do any of that.
God damn it. That took up like a good 4 hours that day.
Right. That's what my husband was saying too. He's like, what do you mean we don't like get in the little ships that you like rescue you know, like those ships? I was like, no. So we did like the little video. I think it's probably less than like a 20-minute video that you watch
And
before
you're not even actually paying attention.
No, you could just like he watched it for me, so we could both like.
He watched it for me because if there's an emergency, you don't want me in control of anything.
You got this. Like, just mark me as complete, right? And so as soon as you complete that portion of it, then you just go and check in at your muster station, which is where you gather. And they just like scan a little barcode on your phone saying it's complete. And I was like, damn, that shit's easy.
Dude, honestly, the pandemic has really, really changed just so many ways that people used to do things as like, well, this is how it's done type shit.
Right.
And not even like, yes, that's a big one. I'm not gonna lie, little concerned if something actually does happen.
Exactly. Right. Exactly. If there's a real emergency, like
it's gonna be a lot of he checked my box. It was him.
Look, all I know is to report to the muster station. At least I know where that is.
There you go. But like even fast food restaurants or grocery stores in Vegas specifically, they used to be 24-hour.
Yeah.
Right? Now you're lucky in Vegas, which is still a 24-hour town post-pandemic, but now you're lucky to be able to find a fast food place open past midnight.
Really?
Grocery stores close at 10 o'clock, man.
Oh, no.
Dude, I used to, and I was such a party animal. I used to remember going out like 1:30 on Saturday night, Saturday morning, go grocery shopping, like legit grocery shopping. And the only thing that I would have to worry about is like how long it would take for a checker to come from the back.
Exactly. Right.
Because he's not a real checker. He's a stalker who's just like, oh, I could do this also. It's fine.
Yeah. Like, okay.
And now it's like, oh, no, sorry. There's nothing.
Oh, man. I didn't realize that, but yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, I'm sure that there are places closer to the strip that are open, right? But but I'm saying like for anyone who doesn't live in Las Vegas, this entire town was accessible in some way, shape, or form 24 hours a day. And that is something post-pandemic that they're just like, yeah, that was stupid. We're not doing that anymore.
Damn, I didn't realize that, but you're right. That used to be one of my favorite things when like Walmarts were open 24 hours. And
Walmart might be different. I am not going to sit here and besmirch the good name of the 24-hour Walmart.
No, they're not 24 hours out there anymore. Yeah, they're not. That's the thing. They're not.
I don't go into Walmart after 10 o'clock because you have to be a certain kind of person to be in a Walmart after 10 o'clock at night.
Very true. Yes. Right? Very true.
So, I'm going to stick with my Albertsons until we get 86 for having sex in the vegetable aisle on OnlyFans.
Wait, so the grocery stores don't even stay open till midnight? Like,
no,
oh man,
because during the pandemic they were closing at like 8 o'clock.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So they're closing at 8 o'clock because they're not closing, or their customer, or no, I'm sorry, the employees weren't going home.
Right,
the employees would then have to go and clean everything down for the last 2 hours, right?
Right.
But since that, they're just like, oh yeah, this is
gonna be
we're gonna be like every. The one thing I will say, thank God, is that the gas stations are still 24/7.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Because, and I know that a lot of places have 24/7 gas stations, but I've been in some big cities. You know what? I'm going to say it actually, because you don't like them anyway. Fuck you, Philadelphia. You got gas stations that close? What?
It is weird. It is weird
I was driving to the airport and we got a rental car. It's 2 a.m. and I'm like, I don't want to pay rental car gas prices.
Right.
I went to 2 gas stations and they were closed. The pumps were turned off. Oh.
Yeah, gas stations, one thing, like, why do they close? At least keep the pumps on.
Okay, yeah.
That's different.
Leave the pump on.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're getting off track.
We're not gonna talk about that. No.
So we got you went to 3 ports.
Yes. Went to 3 ports.
Did you do other than did you do like any tours?
Yes. So we did
do them on your own, or were they part of the
They were part of the ship. They're part of the ship because one, since it's our first cruise, I didn't really trust ourselves to like book a non-cruise activity and then like get left behind type thing.
Yeah. So for anyone who doesn't know, part of the appeal to doing the cruise line activities is if you're on their activity and you're running late, they will not leave until you get back.
Correct.
Right?
Yep.
I mean, now, to be fair, I don't think they're really leaving anyone anyway if they don't have to. Like, you have to really be late in order to leave you, because here's the other thing. You get on, you give the cruise line your passport, right? So it's not like every time. Now, for me, you were just in Mexico, so it's a little different. For me, I went like between 7 different countries because we did the Mediterranean. So I don't get my passport. I did get it stamped in every country I was in, but I didn't serve it to them. They just have a clerical person in the back, just going clack, 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 right?
Yeah.
But think about that. If they left you and now you also don't have your passport. Oh.
Yeah, but so the thing was like, so before our cruise, I've been like very into much cruise TikTok. And once you go into like a search, all your For You page is just like, goddamn, there's just a bunch of TikTokers just about cruises.
Make sure to search at TABPOD.
Yes, so we can pop up on your For You page.
Because look, I haven't been doing it lately, but we have some fire clips up there.
We do.
And look, vacation's over. Okay, I'll get back to it now that we're filming again.
Yeah, we're back to it.
So you got some cruise
tips from TikTok. Yes, and there are videos of people. They call them pier runners who do get left behind because they miss the port time. Like the thing is with cruises, they're very much on time. Like if they said, ship's away at like 5:30, you should be on the ship by like 5:15.
Yeah. Because they're paying to be at the port.
Right. They need to leave because there's probably either more ships coming in and you're in the spot. Like, that's the whole thing. But yeah, we didn't see it. There were no pier runners on our cruise. Everyone was very timely. So we did do 2 different excursions, one in Honduras and one in Cozumel. But in Honduras, we got to do the sloth monkey iguana tour. And your girl got to hold and hug a sloth. And it was like the best time of my life. And I have pictures on my Instagram. If you guys would like to go look at my picture on Instagram, my Instagram is __ J Della.
You're a sloth girl?
I am a sloth girl.
Oh my God.
They're just a cute, like, have you ever hugged a sloth?
Yeah, I have, actually. And guess what? It's not, no. No. Okay.
Look, to me,
I'm not going to sit here and the blowing of the sloth rhetoric that is out there right now is like archery. It's fucking bullshit. Okay.
Okay, speak your mind then about sloths.
I'm going to.
And how bullshit they are. Tell me.
Look, it's bullshit because one, all they do is slow stuff down. Everything they do is extremely slow. So you have to do everything for them. All right. Secondly, guess what? You hold a sloth and it's fucking bony, and the fur it's a dirty fur animal.
It's a weird fur texture for sure.
It's coarse and no.
It is coarse.
Give me a nice fluffy puppy any day. All right. I got sloth fingers, just real slow. Anybody wanting to see sloth fingers, check us out. YouTube.com/take a breath. All right, for the video feed.
Wow.
Look, I think I'm glad that you got to hold a sloth.
Thank you.
I just like they get so much run. They get so much run. like they completely took over for my koala. They kicked the koala out. Now the koala is supposed to be an asshole and being like, hey, we love everything. And
that's just because they're too slow to do anything else.
Pretty much. I've heard though that if you piss them off, like they'll bite you or attack you or something.
I don't know.
I've never seen an upset sloth. Like you really have to like you have to call his mom a whore or something.
But we got to do that. That was so much fun. And then we did an excursion in Mexico where we went to I don't know, it was like this water park museum thing. It was we were there all day. It's like this huge place. And
see, this is why I love Mexico, because there are no rules, man. They don't give you want to be a 12-year-old and smoke some crack and go to a water park museum
thing. Yes. They had underground river cave thing that you could like swim down the river. That was awesome.
That's honestly, that sounds very fun.
That was pretty dope. And it was so hot. So the river water was so cool. It just was so refreshing. And I think that they had like 3 different rivers that ran through this park. And I think the first one we did was maybe like a 45-minute river thing. That was pretty cool. I love that.
Okay.
But I wish we had, because they had things that they do at night where they do like Aztec shows and like Aztec history, Mayan history type thing. But we didn't get to stay. So hopefully next time.
You couldn't be a pier runner.
We were like, not.
We got to get back.
We're not. Yeah, exactly. And so that was cool. But, one of the other surprising things about our cruise was how many Filipino workers they had. And I'm not saying like there were just a sprinkle, like almost every other like worker on our cruise was Filipino. Like their name tag said they were from the Philippines. I was like, wow, is this like a really big industry that I didn't know about that Filipinos do?
Well, I'm guessing that it's also like you go on trying to think, like you go on tour, right? So like you can, because differently but similar, everyone on my boat it was a really big boat, so I can't say that, but a majority of them were from India, right? Because we're on that side of the world, right? But part of it is that the boat will start in, like, let's say the Philippines, right? And it'll make its way over to America, pick some people up, go on over to Mexico, and then just work the route or whatever. So
yeah, that makes sense.
That could have been part of it. I'm not saying it is,
right?
Because I don't know. Maybe there's just a really big Filipino culture in El Mexico.
Who knows? I really didn't know, but it was funny. So like our servers at the restaurants are all Filipino. So like at the end of our dinner or something, I would throw in like a few little, Filipino like like a thank you in Tagalog type thing. And they're like, oh my God, you're Filipino. I was like, yeah. And they just like, it makes their day apparently. Like, I don't know.
Well, I mean, like, what else did they think you were though? Like,
I don't know. I mean, they know my last name, so it's like they could think I'm like just Hispanic or something.
Maybe. I don't know. Like, you don't seem Hispanic to me. Like,
but I think that's because you know me. But like, if you didn't know me, would you think I was Hispanic?
No.
Oh, okay.
Like, I mean, from maybe you're different when you're with your husband and you come off more Latino. I don't know.
I'm not.
But like, you don't have an accent or anything, but maybe it's also just because I live in Vegas and it's like, if you're Asian, you're most likely Filipino. So
yeah, that's true.
Unless you're clearly like Korean or Japanese or something. I gotta make sure that doesn't sound too racist. So unless you're clearly not Filipino, because you guys do look differently. Everyone has their own unique look. I just want to say.
But yeah, other than that, I mean, it was great. We also had the drink package, so I was taking advantage of that. First thing in the morning, like mimosas. Yes.
Well, you're on vacation,
Yeah.
Did anyone judge you for anything? Like, did
Absolutely
you do something?
not.
No?
Nope.
We got judged on one thing. Like,
What
it
did-
was
what did y'all
honestly, I'm not
do?
even complaining about it, even though I'm about to complain. But no. So, like, it was our honeymoon, right?
Okay.
But we didn't just we got married in the middle of summer and the cruise wasn't for another 6 months, right?
Yeah.
So we went to the newlyweds thing because it was our honeymoon.
Yeah.
And they go around like, how long have you been married? And we said 6 months. And the DJ was like, what the fuck? I was like, bro, that's not nice.
Right. Yeah, that's not nice.
God. But no, honestly, even with that, like everything, it's something that everyone should try once. And the other thing about it that's really dope is it makes you feel like you've done a couple different vacations over the course of one.
In one, right. Yes, that's how I felt. And then like we had was it maybe like 3 days that were cruising, so we were just on the ship the whole time. But there's so many things happening on the ship that you could literally not realize that you're just hanging out on a ship.
They keep you entertained, man. Like,
yes, they do.
And there's stuff you can pay for, like dinner theater or whatever, but they also have just free dumb shit that let's go. Who can guess the most tunes from the fucking television?
Yes, they had so many tune trivia, like different trivia nights or trivia themes, I guess. They were fun. I
was the asshole at the trivia who I wasn't actually doing anything, as I wasn't competing, but I was yelling out all the answers. It's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's Static Shock. That's not an actual cartoon. It's the theme song to Snick, Nickelodeon Saturday Night Block. Thought you had me. You didn't.
I must say, though, so they had a Name That Tunes 90s edition. Ooh. And let me tell you, I got 14 of the 15 right. Okay.
Ooh, look at you.
The only one I missed was I didn't actually put the full title of the song. I was so pissed. It was the Make You Sweat. You know what I'm talking about?
Sweat.
Everybody break down. Like
the music take control.
Yes.
Let the rhythm move you.
So I had just put the Everybody Breakdown, but it's really Make You. I'm like, God damn it. So proud of myself though. I was like, damn. True 90s bitch right here.
True forever. 90s. True 90s.
Forever.
All right. Is there anything else about your trip that you would like to tell me about?
I just want to say cruisers are very friendly. Everyone was so friendly. Like it did no matter what, they're just so friendly. Like everyone was just really happy to be there.
Because they're all drunk. Everyone is drunk.
Most likely, yes. Even the parents with the kids, you could tell they're like the kids doing their own thing, the parents are doing their own thing.
No, the only thing that you ever run into, because you're right, everyone is nice and it's just chill and relaxed. The only thing you run into, other than an asshole DJ who says you've been married for too long to be at a newlywed thing, is you'll occasionally run into that lady who's like the bragger. Like,
yes.
Oh, my daughter does this, this, and this, and my son does this, this, and this, and we have that, this, and it's just like, oh my God.
Yeah, like, okay, how do I get myself out of this pool section? Like, let me.
Or God forbid you're at I don't remember why we were stuck. Oh, excuse me. God forbid you do All right, apologies to our audio only listeners. I was not able to breathe because there was a large thing in the back of my throat. I took a solid to the back of the throat. I had to get it down. Anyway, if you do the dinner, the regular dinner, normally you'll sit, depending on how big your group is, you're going to sit with people you don't know.
Right.
Like it's very community seating that way.
Yes.
So sometimes you get stuck in a conversation with somebody that you don't want to be around because they won't shut the fuck up. But most of the time, like, honestly, I had some great conversations with really great people. So it is a really nice environment to be in.
Yeah. So we might do it again because, different destinations and so much to see. I just never realized how very all-inclusive a cruise ship or a cruise vacation is. So I liked it.
All right. Well, I'm glad you liked it. Happy vacation.
Thank you.
Back to work now.
No back more to work.
Podcasts.
No more.
But since you went to Mexico, I think that this is a very appropriate time to bring up a new segment of the show. Because I know that this is going to be something that comes up again and again.
Okay.
The new segment of the show is called Jokes I Am No Longer Allowed to Tell in My Own Home.
Oh my God. Okay.
So I've had this long running joke, and it's, God damn it, it's so good, where I say that Alex is not a U.S. citizen.
Yes, you mentioned it.
That I say that she was born in Mexico, and when she says I was born in California, I go, I understand Baja, but it's not actually America, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then she'll say this or that or whatever, and it was one of those things. It was growing so many legs, and it just kept expanding because now it was her, like, I was proud of her for committing to being an American so much that she would refuse to even, like, I was, babe, I'm so happy that you are committed to this, right? Can I just get like 2 minutes of honesty between you and me? No, I can't even get 2 minutes. Okay. No, I get it. Right.
Yeah.
God damn it, though.
You have to let it go.
I had to have a fucking kid.
I
had to have a kid. And I had to have a kid who wants to be as funny as his old man.
Oh, no.
So my kid.
Oh, love him. Yeah.
On Mother's Day.
Oh.
We go over to my mom's house. And Mother's Day is interesting because it's me and my family, which includes my dad, my mom, Asher, and Alex.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's also my ex-wife. And she's there normally because it's Mother's Day and Asher should get to see his mom.
Right, yeah.
And my mom and Ashley have a relationship that is closer than what you would think of with an ex-mother-in-law.
Right, yeah.
And, yeah.
And
that's fine, right? But so we're all eating this lovely of smoked meats that my father had made for us.
No El Pollo Loco?
No, this is a special event, Judy. This isn't just, hey, come on over.
Look, Easter, your mom had El Pollo Loco. Okay, I don't know.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Mother's Day is an important day. Easter is just a Sunday, okay? It's a Sunday. No, honestly, it's because my dad was in town. Okay. He wasn't in town for Easter. So he does the barbecue and everything.
Okay.
My mom will make dinner, but like she's by herself. Why should she have to do all that and have to clean all her stuff up, right?
Of course.
But we're eating this lovely accoutrement of smoked meats.
Delicious.
Around the dinner table. And then Asher pops up. He's like, hey, Alex, you're from Mexico. Ha.
Just like that, like in the middle of just out of nowhere.
I'm sure that I had said the joke already at some point during the day.
Yeah.
Right? It was one. Look, sometimes when you're around certain people and you like to make people laugh, you just keep things in the chamber, right?
Yeah.
And anytime, just be like, illegal, papa. Right? Wow. I'm sure.
Okay.
I'm sure. Oh, no. I didn't mean like I'm shooting it. No, I'm not like I'm shooting that out there.
Yeah,
like,
I got. That's what I was like.
I was like, why is she hitting me with this right now? That's a bad optic. That is a bad optic. Anyway, I apologize. I apologize to anyone who I offended with my finger gun action. Right? These fingers are made for love, not war. Okay. Like, look, it's kung flicking action. You know what I'm saying? You know?
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for clearing that up. Thank you.
All right. So I apologize. But yeah, so he shot that out there, and I do the thing where I automatically fuck up, and I like I start giggle laughing.
Yeah.
I caught it real quick, but I mean the damage was done.
Right.
And I saw in her face how justifiably pissed she was.
Yeah.
And to her credit, she held on to that in a way that I don't know if I would have been able to, especially in that situation in which you're around the ex-wife and the future mother-in-law and all that stuff. And someone has said something that is something that you have dealt with on a personal and racial level. And I think that's also why I like to make jokes like that, because I like to break down those walls of stereotypes and racism and all of that and make it something that we can laugh at, because it's something so outlandish that you can't do anything but. Unfortunately, though, that also comes from a position of being a 37-year-old man boy. And I say that because I'm not mature. I don't want to be mature. I'm not trying to be mature. I'm trying to be entertaining. I'm trying to be funny, but I'm also never trying to hurt anyone. And that's the biggest part to me, is that I can come up with a joke in which I call you the C word, right? If you're laughing about it, it's okay. And that's what I told Alex. I was like, if you're laughing about the joke, then it's okay.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that I'm okay or that you should be okay, but I'm just saying how it clicks in my mind. So I also said to her, if something like this happens, you have to just hammer me over the head with how much you don't like it. And she's like, well, I did that before. And I was like, no, I get that you did that. I'm not saying that you were wrong. I'm saying that since you did that while laughing or in the vicinity of laughing or whatever, what the fuck? Which animal is moving a bowl in your room?
What?
I don't know. It's probably a ghost. I don't know. Sorry. I just heard like a weird creaking all of a sudden. Anyway. I was on a roll, and then I heard that bowl, and now I don't know what to say. Anyway.
Right. She wasn't like laughing, but she told you like she wasn't offended. But yeah,
so like, because to me, that's how it works. So even if you are laughing, you got to hammer me over the head. I don't want to fucking hear this anymore.
Yeah.
Shit. Right. So after that happened, she didn't say anything to me about it, but it was one of those moments where I feel like I could feel myself maturing as a person, right?
Yeah.
Right? Like I was like, oh, you can't tell this joke anymore.
Yeah, you're like, oh.
You can't say I could say it with a straight face, but I can't say it in good conscience that I am trying to be a champion of this woman that I love, right? Because I do champion her in every single way possible. I just also make fun of her along the way for it, right?
Right. Yeah.
I'm a good coach. I'm not a fucking pansy coach that just gives you whatever. You're gonna work for it, okay?
Yeah, of course. Right.
Because I coach my fiance on the daily. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. Right.
Bang bang.
Yeah. We're gonna put that one away in the box now. I got it out once. We're just gonna tie it back in.
But I can't say that I love this woman as deeply as I claim to, and still do something that allows other people to put her down. I also cannot say that I am a role model to this child,
right?
If I allow him to unknowingly disrespect someone, right? Because he's imitating me. So yeah, that one is going in the files. Okay.
Oh man. Oh,
if there's a joke Hall of Fame, It's a first ballot. Okay.
Okay.
In 70 years, when I start the Ryan Harrison Joke Hall of Fame, number one on the ballot, Alex the Illegal. Okay. My kids should be grown by then. The ones I know about. Okay. So first round Hall of Fame ballot is that. But as of right now, it's been retired. So
it's retired.
Yeah, let's see what the next one is.
Can't wait.
I think I know what it's gonna be.
Do it next week.
Would you like a hint?
Yes.
Bang bang.
Damn. Okay. So I guess that concludes our episode today, guys.
What? I can tell that you're not a fan, so I'm gonna have to retire it. That's what I'm saying. See? Like next week, I'll be like, Judy, I have to let you know. Segment 2. Things I'm not allowed anymore. I'm no longer allowed to use finger guns and go bang bang.
In that context that you did it.
No, that's the context you took it in. You did that. I said you got to keep it in the chamber. Right? I said you got to keep the joke in the chamber.
You did. So it's ready to bang bang.
Yeah. You got to shoot your shot whenever you get it, man.
Oh, man.
All right. Well, on that very, very interesting note, we're going to call it a show. Thank you guys again for making it through the entire episode with us. Yes. We will be back next week. We don't have any intention of not making a show. So make sure you're following us, youtube.com/take a breath. Also, all of the social media as well, TikTok and Twitter. And it's Judy on the twits for her.
At Judy. There's no he keeps messing that up. It's okay.
Yeah, you're not gonna hit it. You're not gonna hit her up on Twitter anyway. It's fine. Anyway, until next time. Bye.
Bye.